What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 25 of the June Vlog Challenge of 2020. So that makes this, you guessed it, June 25th, 2020. So how's everybody doing? Hope you guys had a great day. The weekend is vastly approaching. The weekend is almost here, y'all. Bear with us. Bear with me. We're gonna make it. We're breathing. Barely, but we're breathing. So, I know that I usually say I'm pretty exhausted. I was exhausted earlier, like crazy, like about 7 o'clock, about halfway through my shift. It was about 8 o'clock, so about halfway through my shift. I was sucking air, like I was tired. I couldn't catch my breath. My back was starting to hurt. My eyes were getting all watery. I kept yawning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna drop dead right in front of this person's apartment complex, because that's where I delivered when I got tired. But anyway, happy National Work from Home Day. I didn't get the memo, otherwise I would have told both my jobs, yeah, I can work remote today. I can work from home, considering that I had to go out of town today to 2 shops, and I still didn't get back till about 3:30, and then had to work pizza plant tonight. But I wish I could have worked from home today, because my bed is home, and my dogs and my cats are home. And it's my wife and I's 3rd wedding anniversary today. Yeah, we've made it 3 years. It feels like a year, but it also feels like 30 years. And it just everything in between, obviously, because it doesn't feel like it's been 3 years, but it feels like it's been way longer than 3 years. If that makes any sense at all, let me know. So, I finally got a couple of questions. If you guys want to keep asking me questions, go for it. I will answer any questions. Trontasia asked me, what do I think about space? Well, growing up as a kid, you know, I liked, actually, currently, right now, at the ripe old age of 27, Kiss was my favorite band, and one of the characters I was always fascinated with was Ace Frehley, the spaceman, Space Ace, whatever you want to call him. And I was always interested in that. And then Star Wars, obviously, when I was a kid. All these planets, you know, Tatooine and Endor and Hoth and Cloud City and the Dagobah system. Like, all these cool planets, man, that like, just this vast universe of Star Wars, man. It was always fascinating to me. And which was crazy, though, because I grew up having parents that didn't like Star Wars. Like, they didn't like celebrate it, worship it, or anything like that. My dad knew about Star Wars, but he never like was, you know, a fanboy of Star Wars like me. And it was actually my cousin Danny, when sorry, I just had a brain fart. When The Phantom Menace was in theaters, he actually took me to see it. But before then, I remember seeing The Empire Strikes Back, the original trilogy, and just fell in love with Darth Vader and C-3PO and like just all these amazing characters, man. Just Star Wars started off as this little bitty seed, and as the decades have gone by, it has grown and grown and grown and grown to a amazing universe that has spanned almost 40 years, or over 40 years, I believe, and has comic book spinoff, video game spinoff, novels, board games, you know, you name it. It's got everything, man. Toys, lunchboxes, pinball machines. And that's another reason that I like Kiss so much, is because you name it, Kiss and Star Wars probably have their faces on it. I even got Star Wars shampoo back when The Force Awakens came out. I got a, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was a Galactic Berry. And just for shits and giggles, I got a 2-in-1, and it had a Kylo Ren on it. I was just being a shit and got it, and I was like, why not? So I used that until it ran dry, and then I switched back to my regular shampoo and conditioner. So there you go. I got that going for me. And yeah, so yeah, I've always been interested in space. That's a good question. I think you said that it was kind of a stupid off-topic question or whatever. No, it was actually pretty fun. I appreciate that. And then Steven is asking me sports questions. So Steven asked, who do I got in the the finals for this pretty much condensed NBA season. And I have to agree with him. I think it's going to be Lakers and Bucks in the championship. I would love a Lakers and Raptors in the championship, because the Raptors, man, they didn't miss a beat even without Kawhi. They were still a damn good team, a damn good unit. Nick Nurse is just a whisperer, apparently, when it comes to basketball players, because what they did with Kawhi and what they're doing without Kawhi this year, it's immaculate. So I would love a Raptors-Lakers championship. The Lakers winning, obviously, but I agree with you. It's going to be Bucks and Lakers probably in 5 or 6 is the way that I see it, because the Lakers, I think, are just too much of a damn good team, and other than Giannis on the Bucks, I can't tell you another player on the top of my head. And also, Steven said that the rumors are that LeBron's going to shave his head and go bald for the championship, and or actually for the condensed season. What do I think about that? And in all honesty, LeBron's been balding forever, so it might actually be a new good look for him. Who knows? So yeah, I had to throw a little shade there. Sorry, Bron. So thank you so much for the questions. Keep asking me those questions, and I will continue to answer them the best of my ability and with my opinion. Like an asshole, we all got one. So case closed on that. So keep asking me more questions. There was a couple of things I wanted to talk about today, but I completely spaced. No pun intended with that space question. Oh yeah, Kyle Kinane, one of my favorite comedians, is releasing a new album next month, and I'm very happy about that. I love him. He's hilarious, and I fell in love with his Whiskey Icarus album. I actually watched him, I think, like a Comedy Central late night special. And then after that, I downloaded his, I like his old stuff better, and I can't remember, Loose in Chicago, I think is what it's called. And I fell in love with him, man. I love his jokes and his albums. I did actually, very many moons ago, I have this guy I went to high school with named Big Andy that I ran into, and he talked to me about Kyle Kinane. This is when I was only privy to his first one, the Whiskey Icarus album was the only one that I knew about. And he's like, dude, you got to keep listening. He said he gets funnier and funnier as the albums go by, and I think I actually agree with him. There are a few jokes that I literally was crying. I was laughing so hard, and I can't remember the last time I had a comedian that did that. Probably Larry the Cable Guy when I was a young kid. He used to, God, I used to have to go to the hospital. I was in stitches. Yeah, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely excited about the Kyle Kinane album, and looking forward to that. Another sidebar, off topic, and that is they have canceled the enshrinement as well as the game for the Hall of Fame game. So no Pittsburgh Steelers and no Dallas Cowboys for the Hall of Fame game, and the ceremony is a no-go also. So that makes me sad. But it's interesting because they're still going to let training camp happen in late July, but there is no Hall of Fame game in early August. I don't know how much sense that makes, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I just a head scratcher definitely on that one. And then I also saw reports today that apparently the Jets want a player if we decide to trade for Jamal Adams, and they're looking at Lyle Collins is who they want, an offensive lineman. And I don't know, I think I'm kind of reluctant to let them have an offensive lineman, especially somebody that we need like that. And yeah, so in all honesty, we'll see where that goes. But I wouldn't do it player for player. I'd probably do picks for a player. But that's just me. That's just my opinion, because I don't want us to lose anybody. I just want us to gain somebody, you know. And also, going back to the Lakers, sorry, Avery Bradley has decided to not join the Lakers because his son, it sounds like his son kind of has an immune deficiency. Like if it's a upper respiratory infection, like his son has a hard time recovering from it, and his son is just a kid. I think he's like 6 years old, and so he's decided to stay with his family and not go to Orlando with the Lakers, which I completely understand. Anybody that is talking shit because he would rather stay with his family than go play with the Lakers, congratulations, you're officially an idiot, because it's more than just basketball, y'all. It's more than just the game, the sport in general. These are human lives that we're talking about here. And if he wants to stay with his son, because his son would not clear medically to join him in the bubble, because the players can have their family members join them and they can watch the games and stuff like that. His son would not medically be cleared to join him, and that kind of broke his heart. So his choice was, I'm gonna stay with my family, and good luck to my Lakers. And there are Laker fans saying, oh, he doesn't deserve a ring if the Lakers win. He doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. He deserves a damn ring. His son deserves a damn ring if that comes down to that. If the Lakers do win, God, I hope the Lakers win. Then we'd be tied with the Boston Celtics for the most championships. So fingers crossed. I want those Lakers to surpass those Celtics and get another championship in my lifetime, because it's been a drag since 2009, 2010. So Avery Bradley, I think he made a wise choice. Now that we're going into the Orlando season with an open roster spot, and they're talking about bringing in J.R. Smith to rejoin LeBron and play for the purple and gold, which I think would be actually kind of cool to have a little reunion and him get a little ring, just like, there we go. I showed up for 15 minutes and I got a ring, so that'd be kind of cool actually. And of course, there are a bunch of other people on the roster that we would like for them to step up, but we definitely need to fill a slot. If there's a slot open and we're going into a bubble, definitely fill that slot. But we have Rajon Rondo, who comes off the bench. We have one of my favorites. We have Alex Caruso, the fighting Texas Aggie Gig'em himself. I hope he can step up, and I hope that he can, produce. And there are just countless other people that I think can actually fill that void. Bradley was, I think, the last game he played, he got like 24 points, and but his average is kind of all over the place. So maybe we can increase in some venues and probably get back on even par in some of those venues as well. But yeah, bringing in J.R. Smith, that would actually be kind of cool. For those of you that don't know who he is, that's the guy that dribbled the ball out because he thought that he I guess had a brain fart, didn't know what the score was, and that's what the meme of LeBron going, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That was, I don't know, I watched that live, and I thought that was hilarious when that happened, because that's back when I really didn't care for LeBron. I was slowly getting it back because he went back to Cleveland and won them a championship, and now he's with my Lakers, who I've been watching ever since I was born, pretty much. I was born a Lakers fan. And yeah, just having LeBron there and AD, and hopefully AD can stay there. If AD can stay there, okay. So if AD stays with LeBron, I can see it as kind of a Jimmy Johnson Dallas Cowboys thing, where if he would have stayed, the Cowboys probably could have won 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 championships. If AD and LeBron can stay put, the goal is for LeBron to eventually retire, and then AD, it becomes his team, and then you just move up a peg. Each player moves up a peg, and maybe we pick up another badass free agent. When LeBron decides to call it quits, maybe we can pick up somebody else, one of these young bloods out there. But yeah, that'd be really cool. As long as I think we have LeBron and AD, I think we're going to win multiple championships if they can stay together. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Like I said, assholes. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. There's this pizza sitting in my passenger seat that's kind of staring at me, and I really like to devour it. And I'm so tired. I just want to go in there, lay down, eat pizza, watch How I Met Your Mother, kiss my wife, tell her how much I love her, and tell her happy anniversary one more time, and then conk out. You guys are going to get an early one tomorrow because we're leaving out of town the second that we both get off. of my first job. I don't have to go to Pizza Plant tomorrow night because we're going to go to Albuquerque or Los Lunas or whatever. If I have any piglets that are in the Albuquerque area or in the Los Lunas area, hit me up. Tell me what's up. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. And always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow. Very early, not this 10 o'clock crap, not this 11 o'clock crap. This will probably be about a 5 or 6 o'clock crap. Bye, guys!